Alex, I would like to dive a little bit deeper into what makes Alea the best place to work.
All right, so thank you for assuming that. I do believe it's true. We've always had that culture since the beginning. Alea was founded in 2012. We always invest in the employee, but we maybe became more mature at that now. We invest more money also. We built this office. It took us like 2.5 years to build this office. We thought the budget was going to be 50,000. I stopped counting after 500,000. Okay, for a place we don't own. What we did basically is that we separate the place in two different spaces. The first floor, which is a working space, and the basement. I mean the street floor. Sorry. Which is the place where people can eat, relax. There's a gym. There's personal trainer coming. Actually, 15, 20 minutes, the guy is coming and we'll have to move so they can train here. There's a sauna. There's a hyperbaric chamber that we could talk about. That's an amazing piece of technology. For 4 people. We have another one actually up there, which was the one I initially bought for myself. We provide very good water to our employees, 2 types of water. One I need to mention, Vichy Catalan, because it's local, it's Catalan, as its name says. And we work in Catalonia, and it's very important for the people from here that we are drinking Vichy Catalan. I'm not joking, it's serious. So we have the local Vichy Catalan, which is very good sparkling water. In glass bottles, and we use also another local bottle, which is Sant'Agnol, which is volcanic water, also in glass bottles. So this is very important. It sounds trivial, but it's water. It's the main thing. Air, be sure that this air is fresh, that it's not contaminated. We spend a lot of time analyzing the air here because it's an industrial zone, to be sure there's no pollution coming from outside. Okay. You see all the air ventilations that we have here. I mean, we took a lot of time to be sure that the air is good, that the water is good, and that they have enough light. Even before we got the office, I remember the first thing we did is the Oura ring. So we wanted to provide them the Oura ring, and we want them to give the data to be able to get self-awareness. So you may not know that you feel bad if someone doesn't tell you that you look bad. So let's put it this way. I'll come at the office. I don't know how particular I feel. I don't have that self-awareness. Sometimes someone look at me and says, "You look like shit, man." You know, or you are very happy. So you wear it on your face, but you're not self-aware of it. Oura ring is a little bit that. Basically, it's going to check your sleep. It's going to check your heart at night, exercise you do, and it's going to give you different metrics. It's going to tell you, look, your readiness is good, your sleep is good. And what we wanted to do, and we have a long conversation with Oura, is to have the platform that allows you to get the data of all the employees anonymously, and it was during COVID also, we could detect COVID. We didn't go too far into that, to be honest, because even if it was anonymous, we could have deduced who's who. Okay, and we didn't want to go there. That was not the point, let's say, of the experiment. The point was provide the employee with the tool that allows them to see how they feel. And that was the most important thing for us. To be honest, I think that one of the major things that we did is when COVID hit in March 2020, we started having a lot of people were dying in Barcelona. It was a catastrophe. I mean, we didn't have direct death within the company, but we had people that were contractors that died. My father died the first week of COVID. We thought, what we can do? I mean, you need to remember that at that time there was no vaccine. There's nothing. You barely knew if you were infected. The test was a little blood test. It was not a PCR test. Wasn't very efficient. It's funny just talk about it. Makes my heart struggle. So what we did, we called the manufacturer of OxyHelp the hyperbaric chambers, and we asked for a big chamber because the point was, if someone gets sick, they lose the ability to breathe because of the way hemoglobin binds up with iron and oxygen in your blood, and also because the lungs were completely fucked up. And when you were going in the hospital, they would put you a mask, they would blow oxygen into your lungs, which were already damaged, and it wasn't helping. The only thing that could really save you was an hyperbaric chamber, because it would give you oxygen under pressure, but the pressure is all around you. Okay, and actually I got 3 COVID. I'm not vaccinated yet. And each time I got COVID, I spent 3, 4, 5 hours per day in the hyperbaric chamber and an oximeter, and I could see in the morning, I was like at 90%, which starts being your oxygen deficient. Definitely, I go into hyperbaric chamber, I get to 100%, stay there for 3, 4 hours, like a lifeline, get out of here, slowly depletes, go to sleep, depletes completely at night, wake up at 90 or even less, and did that until I will see that when I wake up at 9, I will be at 98%. Okay, so that's why we bought. That's the first thing. It was a kind of emergency situation. We need to have a device, something, and we know that this technology exists to be able to save our employees if they have something, because the outside world couldn't do it. You see, and from there. We thought, okay, we got that. Let's go further. And gym, sauna, and everything we've discussed before, but merely make sure and give them a very special environment. Make sure that they feel good. And it's not about it's not about giving them donuts. We don't do donuts. We have fruits, for example. It's not about giving them sodas. There's no sodas here. It's about providing them things that we believe are good for them. Okay? It's not about just, I see that a lot. I'm going to make myself enemies. I see that a lot in Swedish companies, you know? You got the donuts shit, you got the sweets, you got the this, you got the that. Okay, it makes you couch potato. We provide the personal trainer every day, okay? What we do is we give them what we believe is good for them.
Nutritious, basically.
Yes.
The right nutrients.
Exactly.
For your energy
and
during
everything
your work.
that makes you go. We still don't have the ice bath, but it's coming.
How is it that you are ensuring that Alea Gaming, as well as yourself, is bringing that social responsibility to the industry?
That's a very tough question, because as much as I appreciate what you say, I work in the gaming industry, and let's put it in another way, because we talk about it in our industry in a very polite way. We talk about iGaming, and we say iGaming to not say online gambling, because let's face it, what it is, it's online gambling. It's not gaming, okay? People gamble with money, they play, they win, they lose, okay? Many people in this industry, they understand that it's not about if what I do is wrong, but do I bring value to society, to put it another way, okay? I would say instinctively no, okay? If I would work in pharma, would I bring value to society? You could say yes, but no, I don't believe that pharma really does bring value to society. Is there any industry that brings value to society? Probably there is. Not on top of my mind now, but there are industries that bring value to society. But we are one of the industry, the PPC industry, porn, pills, and casino, that we known for not bringing value to society. Now, as an entrepreneur, it's a little bit problematic, because when we work on values, mission, vision, all these kind of things, where you want to find your own mission, why are you here, why Alea is here, what Alea is doing, and it should be sexy, because it should motivate employees, because also to recruit when you have a very good profile, and this profile has the choice between different companies that are not in the same industry, So you're looking for a CEO, you're looking for a COO, you're looking for a CMO, and these people, they could go in different industry. And then if you are in front of them with other companies, what's going to happen? They're going to tell you, look, I've talked with my family and we're not very excited about that. They're not very excited about me working in the gambling industry. And if they would accept, they would maybe ask for more money. There's a price for it, which we all pay in this industry. We overpay people, and sometimes we overpay incompetent people because we don't get the best of the best. It's the best people are not coming to work in the gambling industry. It's a real issue. It's not like it doesn't have consequences. It has consequences. So, okay, let's look the beast in the eyes, and let's try to understand what's gambling and why we do the things we do. All right, why we are in this industry. We can lie to ourselves. Hey, it's cool, fun, Las Vegas. Okay, why not? It's entertainment. Okay. The other way of seeing it, it's gambling is to wealth what porn is to sex. It's an hijack. So, you want to get laid, you're going to get out, you have to talk to women, if you're a man, let's say, and you're heterosexual, and it's an effort you need to do, and porn, watching porn, masturbating will be an hijack of this. And there's a lot of research that shows that I don't necessarily agree with them, to be honest, and that's going to be also my point with gambling, that shows that men that masturbate, basically they hijack their reward system, and why go out and face all the hassle and rejection, etc., when I can get a shortcut and done, okay? And gambling, you could say it's the same thing. I'm going to go to a blackjack table, real estate slot, whatever, and I am going to seek fortune there. If I seek fortune there, whether I get it or not, that's the link, that's the way I found to wealth. Why would I try to find a hustle, a job, something that's going to make me rich if I think I'm going to get rich by getting tombola ticket to make it this way? You see my point? It's exactly, I think that the parallel works very well. All right, so now that we've established that, and let's say it's a theory, it doesn't have to be true, but let's explore it. Porn is, gambling is to wealth what porn is to sex. Is there any benefit in it? Could it be something beneficial in gambling? Well, I don't think that masturbation is necessarily evil. Is porn bad? There's an aspect in porn that it may hurt, probably does, I don't know, I'm not enough educated about the subject. The people that work in that industry, the actors, okay, we've heard a lot of stories about that, right? There's Netflix documentary, etc. Is it the case in our industry? I don't think so. So I don't think that we have the producers or the people that participate to create the gambling experience that are armed during that process. So let's get back to the player. It's like a FAP. Is that bad? Maybe not. Maybe it's actually we know that there's a lot of people that are very wealthy that are gambling, and we know that there are people that are masturbating a lot and that are having a lot of sex or a lot of partners. So it's not necessarily related. You have people that are gambling and that are very wealthy. They have a relationship to money and they have a relationship to luck that are very intricate. So what that brings an interesting point. And let me tell you how I gamble. I'm not a gambler myself. I always take a hotel where there's a casino, and I'll go to blackjack, roulette, or slots, and I play. The first thing that it allows me is to evaluate my level of luck. So we're getting a little bit mystical here. It's woo-woo. Let's assume it.
Let's go. Let's go for it.
Let's go in the woo-woo territory. All right? I am gonna, through gambling, assess my level of luck. Am I lucky tonight or I'm not lucky tonight? Let's say I'm lucky and I win money. And now there's a question. And we could call that concept Luck-Sculpting. It comes from SEO. It's link sculpting. Is where you orient your link juice.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you go the link juice full on home page, or you want to also have it on the product page or in the category pages? I'm going to sculpt my luck. What does that mean? In French, we say heureux au jeu, malheureux en amour. Happy in gambling and happy in love. Okay? And you could say that luck is finite, like willpower, okay? Like many other things, like the energy you have in the day, and you need to use it accordingly. And you could say, okay, first of all, I've assessed I'm lucky tonight, and now I'll take this money, put it in my pocket, and why not? Or personally, what I do, at some point it's getting 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I double until I lose. I give it back. And whoever gave it to me, thank you, but no thank you. I need it there. I can't be, and especially me working in the gaming industry, I can't be the player and the house at the same time and win on the both sides. It can't be. I want to win on the other side. I want to win as the bank.
Very honorable, I must say.
Okay, so thank you, and almost take it as an offering to a goddess or whoever you are, goddess of luck. Thank you so much. I'm not spitting on the gift, and I'm not being ungrateful. I'm very grateful, but please, could you take it back and we keep that as a reserve for my real life. Well, it could be my love life, actually. It doesn't have to be necessarily the business life. And then we're not now only assessing the level of luck, we're trying to manipulate it. And that concept, I mean, I didn't invent anything, comes from a book called The Last Call. It's an amazing book with anyone in the iGaming industry should read it. It involves, it's a little bit like American Gods around gambling, okay? And it involves Bugsy Siegel, Las Vegas, playing blackjack with tarot cards and dark forces being here around us, gods and semi-gods playing with cards and luck, you know? And this concept is that, yeah, luck is luck is a commodity. It's something that's here that you can harvest, that you can orient it, that you need to treat as a resource. It's not infinite, okay? So you need to see how much luck you have. You look around you, you look at the signs that shows you your level of luck and your levels of luck, and then you try to keep it safe for this thing and not for this thing, okay? Instead of taking a 3, 4, 10,000 K win on the blackjack table, no, please leave that there. I'm playing with millions here. I'm playing with the friendship or something. I want to be lucky in my real life, okay? And a funny thing is that gambling is the only process that mix a game in real life through the vehicle of money. You bring the money from the real life into the game. you win or you lose, and you get back with that win or your loss in the real life. So if you're hurt in the game, you hurt in real life. It hurts for real. When you play any other game, League of Legends, World of Warcraft, whatever thing you're gonna play, you lose, you don't feel very good, you go back in the real life, nothing happened. No, if I've been wounded on the blackjack table, I come back wounded in the real life.
Very true.
If I'm successful, if I won on the blackjack table, I won in the real life. It's fascinating if you think about it. And gambling is fascinating. And I think we should have much more respect, actually, for gambling. And it's funny because we started this conversation by saying gambling is like porn, but sexuality is something very spiritual too, if you think about it. And I think that the act of gambling is something very spiritual too, if you know how to practice it properly. And it's like magic. You can go black magic, or you can do some high kind of magic.
What would you say is your vision for creating the exceptional workplace culture? And how do you personally contribute to it as the CEO of Alea?
I'm seeing myself as a concierge. Almost. I'm the one taking care of not myself directly, but of the garden.
Yeah, we were snipping a couple of leaves earlier.
I'm the one taking care of this office. I mean, lately less, because I live in Cyprus now. And when I come back, I'm always a little bit unhappy because things are not as I want them to be.
It's your home away from home.
Yes, actually, there's a small place where I sleep up there. Apart from obviously the strategic aspect of running the company as the CEO, it's creating the right environment. And more and more, first of all, it's creating the right environment. So it's creating this place so people can feel like home, and feel that they are valued truly, deeply. I mean, not on a surface level. And then, and maybe first of all, is building the team. The number one issue, or the number one thing, is being able to recruit the right people. They're gonna do everything after. You don't have to do anything, actually. We're just gonna have conversations, and they make it happen. And to be honest, I went to live in Cyprus more than 6 months ago, and when I left, we're having a growth of 15% per month. Okay, so I don't say that it's because I left that we growth of 15% per month because it would mean that I'm very toxic, which I don't think is the case. But we did everything we had to do before to put that in place, and despite the fact that I left and that we only have 1 or 2 meetings per week on Skype or whatever, the company is growing. So build the team. I mean, it's cheesy, and you've read it like 100 of times on LinkedIn. Build the team, they build the product. Build the team, they build the company. And it's true. And we're not talking about a lot of people. I mean, of course, the company can be 50, 500, 5,000, but you need your key 7 people. When you got them, when you're lucky enough to have found them, you're done. It's just a question of time.
So you find them and you never look back.
I'm still looking for some of them, but I've got a really good team. I'm really grateful and proud of the people I'm working with.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is. No, seriously, because I've been working, I've been in this business for 20 years. And I think it's the first time I can say that. And these people, we've been together around 3 years now. And my co-founder, Charlotte, 15 years. I feel blessed. I mean, I couldn't do anything without this team, obviously.
Brilliant. So your state of mind is just at ease at the moment.
Everything is challenging, of course. We're still on the boat, and we're in a tempest, or you call that, but in a good company, in the company of good people.
Indeed. Wow. In your view, what are the key elements that contribute to a healthy work environment? And for your employees, how do you show the support to balance within the organization?
Okay, you have 100 problems. You solve one of them, and you've solved 99 others. And that's one problem is one person. And in 20 years of iGaming entrepreneurship and even personal relationships with friends and romantic partners, to be honest, this rule is becoming so clear. I mean, you need to get rid of the toxic people in your life because they're going to ruin everything. So they can ruin your personal life, friends, partners. So people are the same level than you, okay? Employees, it's tricky. It's so tricky because imagine with you that you would hear from other of your managers and employees, no, with you, they're fine. They're very agreeable with you, but you don't see how they treat the other ones. And in a workplace, this is very toxic. Imagine they come to you and you only see a beautiful face. You see that a lot with narcissistic people, basically. They have a very agreeable persona that they show to some people, and to other people, they show the real face. And the real face is terrible. It's very toxic. And it creates a toxic environment, whether it's at home, or whether it's at the office. So first of all, I would say you need to hire kind people, and that's something we've terrorized and taught a lot from day one, but we never really managed to do it because you have the psychopaths. And the psychopaths, they are wolf dressed in a sheep. And they're so kind, etc., etc. They're fucking psychopaths. And it's terrible to say, but we have an epidemic of psychopaths. And you don't see them, and then when you see them, it's too late. They've created a lot of damage in a company. And when you have a company and see a company, you may want or not want to see a company as a tribe. Some people would say it's not a good thing to see a company as a tribe because then it's more about politics than merit. You can see it as a tribe that is ruled by merit, but still it's a tribe. We are a tribe. We work together. We interact together on a day-by-day basis for years for some of us. You really need to be very careful. That's something I need to emphasize. The most important thing, you need to protect them from the psychopaths. Because if you create all these beautiful environments and you bring one of these psychopaths within the company and you don't address the issue, they're going to kill your people. They're poison. And you can see, you can say, okay, but here maybe you're being a little bit too much. No. Imagine the damage, the trauma they can cause to your people and you, because you're like, it's okay. It doesn't affect me. They're very nice with me. They're very nice with the sea level. Yeah, but down, man, it's a hell. Go in the basement and have a look how many corpses are there, you know? And we had quite a few of them in Alea, to be honest. We were not able to identify them. And I couldn't say 100% confidently that we're able to do it today still. And I know that very big companies, they use this psychological test, and they use external companies. Actually, they completely assess you at a psychological level. I think it's something I'm looking more and more into because I believe it's a really big issue. You have some profiles that look so good on paper, you are willing to close your eyes because they look so good on paper. They're so yummy. Imagine a head of sales and imagine I've been in the industry for 20 years. I've got this crazy network and a crazy track record, and you bring them in the company and they start producing a lot. Your sales, they double. And then you start having people that say, no, but these guys are so toxic. I don't give a shit, man. You need to take it. We can't fire them. They're so good. You're going to die. At some point, the company's going to die. Everybody's going to run out, you know, and you're going to live in a madhouse. And I see that in many companies, really. I think it's a really big issue.
Alex, how does the company encourage innovativity and the creativity among employees? And maybe you can provide me with an example of projects or initiatives that have resulted from this approach.
It's a tough one also. Creativity, I can give you a La La Land answer, and everybody's creative, and you let them do whatever work, and then everybody does what they want, and look, guys, we need to go there. Yeah, but I think I want to do this, and I like that, and yeah, but we really need to go there. You know? But I have this cool idea. We really need to go there. So it's a balance. And we couldn't be accused of not being a creative company. I mean, in 2015, we built the first virtual reality casino. It's not like we stopped after and we invested a little money. We invested over $1 million there over a period of 3 years. We built the second version of it. We still have it up there in a little box in the computer. The guy that built it actually is right there. He's a fucking art genius. He builds an environment in 3D, in VR. That's so beautiful. I remember first time I went there, I put the goggles, I was crying. I was crying because it was so beautiful, you know? And not only was beautiful, but we did what nobody did, is that when you would go on a slot, in this 3D environment in Unity first we did, and then we did in Unreal Engine. Which is basically like video games, and that was like GTA level, you know. We didn't have the characters very well done, but the architecture was just crazy. And you go on a slot, and you play the slot because behind we build this emulation of a web browser, and you would access slots from microgaming, quickspin, pragmatic. We even did one with pragmatic on a phone that you would put on your face. It was some sugar candy crush, whatever. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. Where we put the slot and all, we recreate. No. It was a candy slot, and we recreate all the environment around. The Starburst thing was in the first virtual reality environment we did. We put Starburst on a big screen, and symbols were popping out of the screen when you had a big win. Actually, the more I think about it, we did a lot of things in VR. It was not a one-shot project. We spent a lot of time and money exploring it. And we thought it was going to come in 2017, 2015, 2018. Okay, and we're talking with people from Facebook and say 7, 8 years, 2015, 22, look, it's not there yet. And Facebook has spent, I don't know, 10 billion just in 2 years or something like that. And now something is coming with Apple Provision, end of this year, only for developers. So what we're going to have is maybe a period of 1 year of people, developers developing, and maybe then we have another version for a consumer version 2025. And then we already have the application that have been developed during 1 year on Apple Provision. 25, 26, something's there, you know, more than 10 years after we first started. You don't want to be the first one to innovate. It's not a good position to be.
No.
So We had fun a lot. We were proud because we built an amazing product. People, this industry recognized us for that also. Recognized us for that. That was cool. Is to see the response of the industry. Like, guys, you're cool, you know. And I thank you. You make money with that? No, we don't. Yeah, you're still cool. Thank you. Are you gonna make some money with it? I really don't know, you know. And we never did. I mean, we lost. I don't remember 1.5 million. It's a lot of money. Which, if you think about it now, and to get back to the image, now I want to do this. We need to go there. That 1.5 million, we could have put in a lot of other projects that would have generated good ROI and good product. I'm not talking about just building things that are for business. I'm building real product that would have been amazing. I mean, we also built a slots tournament. It was really cool. Very, very good. Alea video slots that we didn't push. My fault. We had product and tech that developed an amazing product, and we just didn't push it. You know, so yeah. Sometimes you even have the creativity when it's done, and it's not enabled by business. That's another issue. So to try to just summarize, the balance between creativity and business is very complex to handle, and we have a good experience of that.
Indeed, as you just mentioned.
Of not being very good at handle the balance between creativity and business. Today, I mean, we're more on the B2B side. We have some very creative products in a B2B product. But I'm not going to get into that. But we creative in a very different way, more in APIs, the way we code APIs, things that you don't see, but it's the backbone of a good game integration.
One thing I could not get my eyes off is that majestic statue you have on the first floor.
Okay.
What's the story behind that?
So yeah, she's a piece of art. So the statue was we start working I think 3 years ago with the Barcelona Academy of Arts, which was located not far from here. We wanted to have a statue of the goddess Alea. So Alea in Latin means luck, literally. It comes from Alea Iacta Est. It's when Caesar and I don't know, Romulus or whoever went on a fight over a river, and there were the generals from above the mountain, and they see the armies go against each other, and they say Alea Iacta Est, which means let the die be cast. Basically, we reach the point of no return. Or let it be, or how do you call it? It's a translation of Amen. Basically, it is as I say. It's a manifestation kind of sentence, and it basically says there's no return. The die has been cast. Okay, and we wanted to build a statue that impersonate the goddess of luck. And we thought she had to be feminine, it has to be a woman, and it has to be a goddess, and it has to be something powerful, and it has to be something dark. Why? Because if you read at the description of angels in the Bible, they're not like these little kids throwing
Bows and arrows.
They look like really bad. I mean, they're like wheels with eyes and wings and faces and this and that. And the more I was reading about angel, the more I was reading about this what we could call angel, aliens, multidimensional creatures, machine elves, if you listen to Terence McKenna, tripping on DMT or mushrooms. They look like insectoids. There's different type of them, okay? We talk about a multidimensional creature. And what we wanted is to have a goddess that will look human, that would be this goddess of luck, but that would have a little secret, and a little secret would be that she's not what she seems to be. And she's a goddess, and she's not of a human nature. And basically, the study we've seen up there, we took 2 years, 2.5 years to do it, with a woman that I would really like you to see today, Oriane, French sculptress, that was working with the Barcelona Academy of Art and that held the project on her shoulder. And then with a foundry, I mean, this project was around 100K. She's like 700 kilos, I don't know, 3 or 4 meters. It's really a piece of art. It's a piece of art, and we wanted her to be inspiring for the employees to understand that there's some magic in what we do.
And also a protector, I would say.
Yes, she is obviously a protector. So the thing is that nobody sees her real face. Yes, she's got a mask, basically, and under her real nature, real face is not shown to everyone. And I think we're going to remove the mask one time per year between Christmas and New Year, probably. This very special and magic week when time stretches.
It will become a ritual then, basically.
Exactly.
Great.
We all eat mushrooms and get intoxicated, dancing around the statue.
Maybe some fire, I don't know.
Sacrifice. Let's go all in.
Amazing. Man, we've got it.